Hey class, welcome to week 5. Your assignment this week is a reflection on the prospective payment systems. Prospective payment system, or PPS, is the healthcare payment system that's used by the federal government for reimbursing healthcare providers or agencies for medical care that is provided to Medicare and Medicaid participants. The payment's fixed and based on the operating costs of the patient's diagnosis, which is all wrapped up in a diagnosis-related group code. It's a DRG. If you're not familiar with that term, that is one to get familiar with. DRG is a patient classification scheme that provides a means of relating the type of patient that a hospital treats to the costs that are incurred by the hospital. So if somebody is in with a certain diagnosis and for certain care within a hospital, they'll be assigned a DRG code, which encompasses all of the costs that would normally be associated with that type of care. And that's the code that is submitted and for which payment is based on. So those DRGs demonstrate groups of patients using similar resource consumption and length of stay. So regardless of how long somebody is in the hospital for their particular episode, that DRG will have an allowable number of days that it typically would cover. So if you have a DRG for for hypertension, you may have, and I don't know that these tie back out, but as an example, you may be allotted, 4 days length of stay. So, and that's all you get paid for, is you get the amount that is related to that code for up to 4 days. So if someone stays longer than that, then there's no reimbursement going for those additional days. So the DRG is also known as a statistical system of classifying any inpatient stay into groups for the purposes of payment. So check it out. There's some links here provided on your learning activities page to go to CMS and look at more information. And then there's also a YouTube link and then a TED Talk. So based on the current chapter reading and lectures, personal experiences, worldview, and media resources provided, you must comment on the specific reflection prompts that are provided, reflecting on how they relate to the weekly topic and current society. Your post should be thoughtful, insightful, and 250 to 500 words in length. And they should add significant substance to the conversation and clearly reference information from current chapter readings or lectures. And you must also respond to at least 2 classmates' posts. Your other assignment is a supportive submission. It's a detailed outline where you are to create a detailed outline for your finance and reimbursement presentation. You should review the grading rubric and make sure to cover all the major requirements. Include and discuss 3 to 5 major bullet points along with several supporting points and discussion for each requirement. Your supportive discussions must also integrate and cite some of your research and references. So there's an outline here below that you can use to fill in with details from your specific topic and research. Introduction, a thesis statement, actually write it out. Your main issues, list them. Give a brief history of medical insurance in the U.S., chosen system of care and rationale, your major system components, your main system responsibilities, system structure, and the effects on the healthcare delivery. Main issue 1, main issue 2, important changes and challenges or conflicts, related finance and reimbursement functions and challenges, factors influencing reimbursement, potential solutions, and then applicable relationships to healthcare administration and management, system strengths, challenges, specific finance and reimbursement strategies, and potential alternatives to consider. Try not to be super vague. So on the last week's assignment, there were many submissions that on the WPS question, the solutions were very vague. Try and be much more specific. It's more meaningful and will make more sense. and make sure everything is APA format. And as usual, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me, and we'll see you in the discussion board.